Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, April 11, 2022. The development of a sustainable framework and strategy for the tourism sector is now underway. Portfolio Minister Edmund Bartlett made the disclosure as he opened the sectoral debate in Parliament recently. He says the initiative aims to enhance resilience of the industry and increase its sustainability during times of crisis.
When it comes to sustainable goods and services, the initiative will include policy, regulatory and institutional framework, as well as suitable inducements to promote supply and productive capacity. This will address shortage, and this is very important, I will have more to say on that later on, supply shortages, allowing us to keep a larger portion of the industry's foreign exchange earnings here in Jamaica.
The minister says several priority policies in this area are to be finalized for the 2022-23 financial year. They include the water sports policy, which seeks to sustain a practical and safe industry, and the climate change and multi-hazard contingency program intended to develop disaster risk reduction strategies for the tourism sector. Meanwhile, St. Thomas is to benefit from approximately $1 billion in investments and over 4,000 hotel rooms by 2030. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says the parish is being developed as a premier sustainable tourism destination. This is projected to bring economic, infrastructure and investment benefits to St. Thomas, including new hotel rooms, overnight visitors, visitor expenditure, tax contribution, direct and indirect jobs, full contribution of tourism to GDP, among other things.
The new destination, St. Thomas, Madam Speaker, is now ready. And we are going to be spending somewhere in the region of about $305 million overall in developing the infrastructure for the new destination in St. Thomas.
Initiatives planned for the current financial year include the development of Rocky Point Beach, establishing wayfinding stations in Yalas, rehabilitating the road to the Bath Fountain Hotel, and developing Fort Rocky and the Morant Bay heritage sites. Minister Bartlett says other arms of government are supporting this initiative by undertaking significant upgrades to the road and water pipeline networks in the parish. This year's staging of the Tourism Speed Networking event attracted more than 100 businesses and buyers seeking to take advantage of networking opportunities in the industry. Portfolio Minister Edmund Bartlett says the approximately 50 tourism entities and over 90 participating buyers form a critical part of the industry's consumption patterns.
It's about production and consumption. And the production side must be as strong and effective to meet the demand side, which is the consumption side.
The Speed Networking event featured a series of 15-minute pre-scheduled meetings with managing directors, general managers, and CEOs of local supplier companies, as well as owners and managers of properties, restaurants, attractions, and other tourism entities. The engagement was hosted by the Tourism Linkages Network in collaboration with the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, JAMPRO, RADA, and the JBDC. In other news, ground has been broken for construction to start on a new $175 million police station at Little London in Westmoreland. The new facility is being built under the Ministry of National Security's Project Rebuild, Overhaul and Construct initiative with assistance from the National Housing Trust. It will house the police station, living quarters for officers, and a holding facility for inmates. At Thursday's groundbreaking, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said the police station was part of government's investment in national security.
This government, my administration, has made an instrumental, deliberate, well-thought-out decision that we are going to make national security a priority, and not just in words, but in the allocation in the budget. No other administration in any other period of the history of Jamaica has spent more than this administration has on national security.
We recognize that we will not be able to deal with the activities of extreme violence and the terrorizing of communities by criminal elements with an under-equipped police force. And as such, the government has set about in organizing an overhaul framework that firstly ensures that the policing infrastructure is in good order, to include the buildings, communication, transport, and secondly, to provide a legal framework to tackle crime, which included bringing new legislations to the table.
Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange, is urging organizations to get ready for the implementation of the Sexual Harassment Law, which is to come on stream in short order. Under the law, workplaces and institutions are required to issue sexual harassment policies and bring those to the attention of workers. The policy should advise staff, clients, students, residents, wards, and others on how complaints of sexual harassment should be reported and addressed. Minister Grange says she's awaiting the completion of the administrative arrangements for establishment of the Sexual Harassment Tribunal and the Sexual Harassment Unit before announcing the date on which the Sexual Harassment Protection and Prevention Act 2021 shall come into operation. Workplaces and institutions will have 12 months from the implementation date of the law to put their policies in place. The minister says she has mandated the Bureau of Gender Affairs to step up sensitization on the legislation and assist organizations develop their policies. And finally, Jamaica will be welcoming the President of the Republic of Rwanda, His Excellency Paul Kagame, who will be paying a state visit to Jamaica this week. President Kagame will visit Jamaica from April 13 to 15. The Office of the Prime Minister says the visit is of special significance as it takes place during Jamaica's Diamond Jubilee. The invitation to President Kagame was extended by Prime Minister Andrew Holness 2 years ago, but the visit was delayed by the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Jamaica and Rwanda established diplomatic relations in November 1998. A statement from the Office of the Prime Minister says the visit represents an important opportunity for the deepening of the bilateral relationship between Jamaica and the Republic of Rwanda and reinforces the steadily burgeoning relationship between the African continent and CARICOM region. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.